Hi and welcome back again to my English classes online intermediate level. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about stative and non-stative verbs. I'm going to show you the difference between the two, how we use them, how we group them, and some exceptions. So, let's get started. So we have two groups of verbs, stative and non-stative verbs. Stative verbs are sometimes called non-action verbs, and what they do is describe a situation or state of a sentence. So they have no action. They are often related to emotions and feelings. For example, believe, think, like, or deserve. These are stative verbs. Some examples are go, jump, walk, or read. These are non-stative verbs. Let's look at some examples. Here, in this sentence, we have, I believe you are smart. Believe isn't explaining the action, it is explaining the situation. And so, we are not saying, I believing you are smart, just I believe, no ing. On the other hand, we say, we are walking on the road right now. Walking is the action that we are doing, and therefore we add our ing. Another example is, we all love you. That describes the state or the situation. However, on the other hand, we also have, Kate is sleeping in her room. That shows the action that Kate is doing right now, and therefore sleep gets our ing ending. She has 3 brothers. Has is our verb have, and that shows ownership. So, because it shows ownership, the state or situation of something, we don't add our ing ending. But, I am doing my homework at the moment shows the action that is going on, and we add ing. Last example, those students hate exams. Hate is an emotion, and therefore no ing. And he is running fast, an action that he is doing. Therefore, we have our ing. So, like we said before, stative verbs are not about actions, they're about emotions, opinions, or thoughts. And we group them into various groups. The first group is the ones that are related to feelings and emotions, like feel, want, despise, detest, forgive, care, need, desire, appreciate, love, wish, dislike, hate, envy, trust, appeal, or prefer. We can also group them related to thoughts and opinions, think, know, suspect, expect, believe, consider, realize, doubt, accept, imagine, hope, remember, understand, mean, forget, wonder, suppose, or recognize. There is also stative verbs related to perception, such as resemble, notice, appear, seem, see, smell, taste, perceive, sense, hear, look, sound. Stative verbs can also be linked to ownership or relationships between people and objects. So, have, belong, include, depend, consist, contain, involve, equal, suit, possess, own, concern, cost, lack, obtain, owe, fit, and weigh. Our last 3 short groups have stative verbs about communication and ideas, being present or existing, or other verbs that give information about the state. So, acknowledge or consent, agree or deny, disagree or accept, be or exist, happen or occur, lack or mind, deserve or matter. Now here's the place where we need to pay special attention, because sometimes our stative verbs and non-stative verbs can cross paths. Let's have a look at our first example, have. Have we normally associate with the meaning of having ownership. So if someone says, I have a nice family, then that means it is a state of something, something that they own. But when we change the meaning from ownership to something else, such as I'm having a nice breakfast now, then we are able to add our ing. So our stative verb goes to non-stative. But when we change the meaning from ownership to something else, such as I'm having a nice breakfast now, then we are able to add our ing. So our stative verb goes to non-stative. Think is a verb that isn't related to our action and what we're doing. So if someone says, I think we should study harder, it means they are explaining how they feel about the situation. But if someone says, I am thinking about my exams now, it's an action that they are currently doing, so we add our ing ending and our verb changes from stative to non-stative. Look is related to how something appears to us. It has to do with how something appears within our eye, so it is not an action. So if I say, you look beautiful today, I'm talking about the state of your appearance. But if I say, we are looking at the board now, then it means we are actually doing an action, something active, and that's when we can add ing. This is similar with the word taste. Taste has to do with how something is, a situation. So if we say something tastes good, taste has a similar meaning as well. Taste is usually to do with how something is, so the situation. The cake tastes nice. That's the state or the situation of the cake. But if I am changing it into an action, so for example, I am tasting the cake, now it is a verb, something that I am doing, so we add ing. Smell is an example I really love. So if I say this room smells bad, all I'm speaking about is the state of the room, the situation. But if I want to make it an action and add my ing, then it means I'm using it for another meaning. For example, I am smelling the flowers, so that's me doing the action this time. Feel is a verb that we relate with emotion, and we know that emotions are related to stative verbs. So if I say, I feel that something bad will happen, I'm talking about the state of something and my emotion. But if I say, I am feeling bad today, then it's talking about an action, something that is currently occurring. See has to do with how something appears and what it looks like. So, I see many chairs in this room refers to the state of the room. But I can also make it an action by saying, I am seeing a doctor. That means, in this case, seeing is similar to I am meeting a doctor. He appears to be sick talks about the state of something, the situation, what he looks like. But if I say my brother is appearing on a TV show, then it's an action. I'm speaking about my brother is going to be on a TV show. Lastly, we use the be verb to describe a situation. So, he is smart and handsome, describing the state or the situation of something. But if I say he is being naughty, then it's changed. I'm speaking about his behavior, and that means his actions in the situation. So that's everything to do with stative and non-stative verbs. Now it's time for you to get working on the activities, and I will see you in the next video.